Okay, we are up and live. This is Chad with Nobody Else's Auto. It's Sunday night chat. We're going to give everybody a few seconds to start jumping on because we are going live. So, just started all three platforms, the two Facebook pages, both Nobody's Show and Nobody Else's Auto, and also the YouTube channel, Nobody's Show. So, give everybody a few seconds here to get the notifications so that they know we're ready to roll. And we will get going here shortly. All right, we've got some people starting to jump on with us. Got Texas on with us already. Hey, Texas. If you're on the Nobody Show page on Facebook, Facebook's been real spotty. There's nights they're feeding me all the comments. There's nights they're not feeding me any comments on the Nobody's Show page on Facebook. So if you're on the Nobody Show page on Facebook and I don't acknowledge your comments, I apologize. Facebook is not feeding them to me. Some nights it works great, some nights it isn't. So that's kind of a crapshoot. I got Tennessee on, so we're getting some comments on the Nobody Else's Auto page, so we know we're working there. Mississippi's on with us. Hello, Mississippi. And it looks like we're getting ready to roll here. Phoenix is on. So let's get rolling for tonight. As always, thanks a lot for being here. I mean, it still amazes me. You know, you guys jump on, hang out. We have a great time on here, have some good conversations. And I can't thank you guys enough for jumping on here, spending some time with me. So we'll keep our fingers crossed on the Nobody Show page on Facebook, and I will watch comments for sure on YouTube and the Nobody Else's Auto page. So anyway, tonight, what do we got to talk about interesting tonight? Well, one exciting thing finally happened. I got to go to a swap meet Friday. Was really excited about that. Got Florida on with us now. We're covering about all the whole perimeter of the country now. So, did get to manage to hit a swap meet. They did open it up and let it happen in Ark City, Kansas this weekend at the Mid America Dragway in Ark City. They put together a swap meet, and I got down there, went down there Thursday afternoon, and got that on Friday, and actually did. It was a smaller swap meet. It was the first one they had, so I didn't expect huge miracles, but they did put together a pretty good swap meet for the first time out. There's no doubt about it. They had everybody lined up in the staging lanes with a staging lane between each row of booths, so it was easy to move through. And did manage to get some good stuff picked up. Both some stuff to keep and some stuff to sell. So we'll get into some of the inventory I found there when we get to the new inventory section tonight. But did get some cool stuff that we'll bring you Tuesday night on Toy Tuesday. I got Minneapolis on, and my buddy Mike Spadenhauer's giving me a hard time. So thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. But like I said, for a first time out of the gate swap meet, it wasn't too bad at all. They did have a decent turnout. There was decent traffic. And like I said, at least got out, got to do something. That always makes you feel good. And we got Illinois on YouTube, so we're getting some people on YouTube with us. Thanks for being here, everybody. Picked up some cool stuff for Toy Tuesday that we'll have Tuesday night at the swap meet. Picked up a couple of original aluminum club plaques, the little aluminum plaque tag looking things they had on old car clubs. Got a couple of original ones of those. Picked up a couple of really cool cans. Picked up some really cool drag racing trophies from the SRCA drag strip, which is our local track here in Great Bend. They've been racing here since the 50s. So always happy to get some cool stuff like that. Did we have to wear masks? They didn't know. They did not make us wear masks at the swap meet. So we were wide out in the open, and but the state let them have it and didn't give them too many restrictions. But we were out in wide open areas. So got Ottawa on, got Russ on, got Manhattan on, Manhattan, Kansas. Should clarify that. But at least we got out, got to do some stuff. Like I said, picked up a couple of really cool cans we'll have on Toy Tuesdays, a model car from my friend Tim. So at least that was out doing something in the car world that we enjoy and like to do. So that actually felt pretty good. So hopefully things are, we're going to keep our fingers crossed that that we're getting through this. Things are starting to reschedule. Things are starting to happen, and looking forward to a really fun and really exciting summer. We've got a new car club we started up here in Great Bend. We're really looking forward to getting some things rolling with that. So, like I said, something happened. It was something we got to go do. So I was really excited about just the fact of getting to go to a swap meet. So anyway, did get to do that. As I stated in the title tonight, wanted to touch a little bit on shipping, how I ship and why I ship. Because obviously that's a big part of the business. No matter what, well over 90% of what I sell gets shipped out. So just like our got Wisconsin just jumped on. So obviously just from the states that I've had jumped on, and they're New York's on, Barneveld, New York. So obviously just covering the states that are jumping on tonight, obviously I have to ship about everything. What I do for shipping, smaller stuff, I will use USPS, the Postal Service, on small, light things. If it's medium-sized stuff, I use FedEx Ground. And if it's bigger stuff, I use FedEx Freight. I have negotiated rates with FedEx on that stuff, so that helps all of us out a little bit. For me, shipping is definitely not a profit center. I mean, shipping is expensive no matter how you do it. So what I charge you guys for shipping is I try to get it as close as I possibly can to what I'm paying for it, because, like I said, it's so expensive anyway on a lot of this stuff that I'm not trying to even mark it up. I need to cover my supplies and get it done. So that's what I do on a lot of my shipping stuff. But what a lot of people don't realize about shipping is all of the issues that can arise from shipping and the differences in shipping. If you've got a commercial address, you can almost always get a better rate. If it's the little stuff to the post office, not so much. But like on freight shipments, like big stuff, fenders, seats, stuff like that, there can be a $50 to $100 swing just in the shipping to a commercial address versus a residential address. And so we've got Jason on the Nobody Else's Auto page, who has his own trucking company. So if he's running trucks, he can probably help you out with cabs, vehicles, beds, things like that. But if you guys have a commercial address, always make sure you try to use that, because there literally can be $50 to $100 swing. And you say, why can there be $50 to $100 swing? Well, when you're shipping stuff freight, it's coming truck lines. They're not running around in the box trucks in residential areas delivering it. They've got semis out there. They don't want to drag those through residential areas if they don't have to. So they're going to give you a better rate because they're in the commercial areas anyway, business districts, industrial parks. That's where they're going to be at. They don't have to go chasing down residential side streets to make deliveries. And it even helps you a little bit on regular ground using a commercial address, because for the exact same reason. If they're in a business district or an industrial park, they are more than likely going to be there anyway with multiple deliveries in that vicinity because they're businesses. So that can always save you some money on shipping too. And if you're talking to somebody like me, you always want to make sure you tell them that or clarify that and make sure that they can use that. And but you've got to remember that your garage behind your house is not a business. Even though you may call it a business, it is not a business in an industrial park, or a central business district. So that's some of the stuff I'm up against on shipping. And then the other thing you got to remember is make sure your information is correct. I had a mess up that was not my fault on one when I was racking out my bills the other day on an eBay purchase, and somebody had fat fingered a key on their address and on what they had on PayPal. That cost me $17 for an address correction because they fat fingered a key. And I mean, there's not really much I can argue about it because it was wrong. But that's not something that the customer has to deal with. That's something I have to deal with. So, make sure that stuff is right. Make sure you are as clear as you possibly can be, whether you're ordering parts from me or anybody else. Make sure that you've got all your information there. It is legible and is clear. And that's what helps me get you guys better deals on shipping and make sure things work. I use FedEx. I could use UPS, and actually UPS their terminal's 3 blocks from me, but I still use FedEx. I had some service issues with UPS several years ago, and their local rep was not very easy to work with and try to straighten it out. So I ended up switching to FedEx Ground on my shipping. So I don't have a personal preference other than the fact that my personal customer support has been pretty decent from FedEx. So that's what I deal with from my end on shipping. That's what can help save you guys a few bucks on shipping. Just by making sure all that information is clear and you're clear getting that information to me or whoever you're ordering stuff from. So that's just some basic knowledge that maybe you guys aren't totally aware of. And yeah, we got our trucker Jason on. He goes, yeah, he loves wrong addresses when he's pulling a 53-foot trailer behind him. So that's what happens with some of that stuff. And that's when you're hearing it from the guy who's driving the truck, that kind of makes a little more sense. So anyway, YouTube, I don't have a lot of comments coming in on YouTube. If you guys are commenting, I'm not getting there. I'm not getting anything on the Nobody's Show page either. So if you are commenting, I apologize. I am not seeing them at this time. Oh, what else is going on? eBay. Tomorrow is the 1st. I will be reloading all of my buy it nows tomorrow. eBay has gone to a mandatory good till canceled listing, which means they re-up it every 30 days, regardless of what you do. So what I have to do is I have to go in and manually on the last day of the month, the 30th, 31st, whatever it may be, and I manually kill all my eBay listings so that I can go back through them and look at them as I'm relisting and see if there's anything I need to change, something that doesn't need to be relisted, something I've ran before enough time to decide I don't want to relist it. So I have to go through all that manually and try to get that loaded. And my buddy Mike's still giving me problems about a haircut. Actually, Mike, I tried to get a haircut. They threw me out of the salon because I did not instantly put a mask on the minute I walked in. So I'm trying to get a haircut next week. Maybe that'll make you a little happier. So anyway, so tomorrow morning I will be reloading all of my buy it nows on eBay. There will be the stuff that I've had on buy it now plus some new stuff I'll decide to roll up to buy it now. So if there was anything on there you had an interest in, you can always give me a call about it and we can talk about it. And we will. But if nothing else, I will have all that stuff relisted tomorrow. Okay. Trivia time. Anybody ready for some trivia? Make sure we got comments. I'm still not seeing anything on the Nobody's Show page on Facebook, so they must not be feeding me once again on there. So anyway, we're going to roll with trivia. We should have YouTube up, and the Nobody Else's auto page should be rolling. So trivia time. Ford is the topic tonight. We're going to ship out a porcelain Ford badge to the winner tonight. Model A era type porcelain badge off of an old drill shelf of Ford, kind of a neat little shelf type piece. So anyway, tonight's question. Ford back in the 30s made 6 stainless steel 1936 Fords. Most people have seen those cars somewhere. They've been around. They've made the show circuit. You've seen them in magazines, things like that. They drove them for several years. They used them. However, it wasn't the only car that Ford ever made in stainless steel. There were 2 others. 2-part question. What were the 2 other models of Ford cars that Ford had built in stainless steel? So that's it. 2-part answer. What were the other 2 models of cars that Ford had built in stainless steel? So I'll keep an eye on the comments as we keep rolling here. Santa Maria, California's on with us. Hey, California. What's coming up on Nobody's Show this week? I did not post a video Friday. We got back from the swap meet and was just kind of a mad thrash trying to get things situated after we got back. We had to meet a bunch of friends for dinner and just ran out of time to get everything done I needed to get done Friday. So we I did not post the video Friday night, so that will post tomorrow night. And get that one up and rolling. It's another video out of the new yard. Should have a probably doing to do a new inventory video this week and probably one more from the new yard possibly. So we've got some guesses coming in. Carlton says 36. 36 is the one we initially talked about, Carlton. But there were two other models besides the 36. Jason's got one of them. Terry Hewlett got him. There we go. Terry Hewlett on the Nobody Else's Auto page. Terry, give me a call after we get done. The 1960 Thunderbird and the 1967 Lincoln Continental. That's what they were. So Terry got both of them in one shot right there. So Terry's our winner tonight. And yeah, what they actually did is there was a company called Allegheny Ludlam Steel of Pittsburgh, and that's who built the original 36 Fords. And yeah, there's lots of answers popping up now, but Terry got it first and there was nobody else that hit right at the same time. Everything came in several seconds after Terry. So I appreciate you guys playing, and thanks for everybody jumping in. But Terry, give me a call when we get done. But they made a half a dozen 36 Fords in stainless steel. 4 of those cars do still exist. 2 of them have been lost. And actually, the stainless steel company that built them, their executives drove those cars for about 10 years, and they ran the wheels off of them and used them hard just to prove the durability of stainless steel, because at the time it was still a very, very new process. It was a new material, so it was different. So they did that, and then in 60 they did a pair of Thunderbirds, and then in 67 they did a trio of Lincoln convertibles. So kind of an interesting story. I was aware of the 36 because I've seen those pop up, from time to time in different magazine articles and things like that. But the 60 Thunderbird and the 67 Continental, I was not even aware of that they had done those cars in stainless steel. So something kind of different, and it's fun, and that's why we're here. At least that's why I hope we're here, is to have a good time and to learn some stuff. And learn some different stuff. So that's why I always try to keep working different things in, and different car topics and cool things like that. So anyway, back to where we were at. Nobody's show. The episode I had for Friday night we'll post tomorrow night, since I got tied up Friday. And then we will get 2 more shot for Wednesday and Friday. Toy Tuesday will be the stuff that I talked about that we got at the swap meet in Ark City. Next day, Terry Hewlett said, go ahead and give it to the next guy. Well, who was the next guy after that? I'll have to go back through the comments, and I've got too many pages popping up here, so I'll have to go back through the comments when we get it done, if Terry's not too worried about it. So thanks a lot, Terry. Thanks for being a good sport on that too. Anyway, new inventory. Did not pick up a lot of cars this week. I got a few. With the swap meet coming up, I was swamped trying to get parts packaged and shipped and out of here the first couple days of the week. And then we got boogieing to get out of here for the swap meet. So I didn't have time to pick up a lot of cars, but we did get a few. Dad did pull in a 50 Super two-door hardtop that we moved from his place. And then I did buy a really halfway decent 1983 Buick Regal. 2-door complete car, bad motor, but a pretty solid, not a terrible car. Jason Sharp wants to know the difference between a Ford flathead and a Merc flathead. And that I'm not 100% sure of what all the differences were. I know the 53 Merc flathead had the best crank, from what I've been told, and was the stoutest. But other than that, I don't know a lot of the minute details. I'm sure we've got some flathead guys on here that could rattle all that stuff off and all the details of it. But all I know is the 53 Merc was supposedly the best flathead out there, and that was because it had a really strong bottom end and a good crank. Do I have any 68 or 69 Pontiac, depending on which one we're talking about, whether we're talking full-size A-body or F-body on that. So, if you got it, you want to give me a shout after we get done, Carter, we can talk about that. Obviously, I did get some parts picked up at the swap meet this weekend that will be for sale. I will get pictures posted of that. After we get off of here tonight, I shot pictures and stuff I picked up this weekend at the swap meet. Some little knick-knack stuff, some 53 Oldsmobile taillights, some 73 Chevy Impala headlight bezels, 1978, 79 Malibu front clip. That was the big square single headlight before they went to quad headlights. So fenders, header panel, and front bumper for a 78, 79 Malibu. I bought the back part of a 79 Trans Am. Somebody actually cut the rear clip off of a 79 Trans Am for a wall hanger. So I picked that up to do something with. I don't know. It was cool. I'm not going to cut one of mine up. So this one was already cut, so I didn't feel quite as bad. Except it's pink. So obviously I'm going to have to paint it before I sit it anywhere. Even if I just get a brush out paint it, I've got to paint it before I sit it out in front of anything. Russ is looking for a head for a 76 Cosworth Vega. I don't have anything at all for Cosworth Vegas, Russ. What else? I did pick up a pretty rare piece, something I've never had at the swap meet this weekend. A hood for a 73 to 75 Hurst Cutlass with the louvers right in the middle of the hood. So that's kind of a neat piece, a pretty rare piece. So I'll have pictures of that hood posted also. There were not very many of those made. I looked it up, and there was about 5,073 to 75 Hurst Cutlasses made. So came up with a factory hood for one of those, so that was pretty cool. Head for a 68, 69 Buick 400, nothing there. 72 Ford pickup parts. I do have some 67 to 72 Fords in stock if you want to give me a call. Shayla transferred a question over from the Nobody Show page. Mini 29 Model A stuff. Not much there. I don't have a lot of Model A stuff in stock at all. I got one door and a few other miscellaneous pieces, some cowell sections and things like that, but not a lot of Model A stuff at all right now. So, and some 66 Plymouth, the rear tail panels and tail lights, like probably for a Fury, probably a full-size car. Larry's looking for a right front fender for a 64 Grand Prix. I've got some 64 full-size. If you want to give me a shout after we get done, Larry, I can get you on my list. 72 Ford pickup dash parts there again. If you can get me a list of what you need, I'll be happy to check it and see what I may or may not have on that. So anyway, check my notes, and I think that's about what I've got for you guys tonight. Like I said, we'll get some more new episodes shot for Nobody Show tonight. I've got to get some cars picked up this week, so we will have some more new inventory coming up this week. So we'll have some more stuff to list off on that. 85 Tornado parts cars. I do not have any 85 Tornado cars here. I've got some parts off of some of them that I stripped one of those out several years ago, and I did get a lot of pieces off of it. I don't remember what I've got left. If you want to give me a call on the 85 Tornado stuff. 64 Chevelle hood. Nothing there. I had a really nice one that sold it about 3 weeks ago, Charlie. So you're just a little bit behind on the 64 Chevelle hood there. So anyway, Nobody Show is not feeding at all. Shayla's fed a few comments over to me, but there's nothing feeding on the Nobody Show page for comments right now. So nothing there that is showing me at all. So anyway, if that's all you guys have tonight, I think we'll get ready to start wrapping up here. We'll stay on here for a few more seconds, see if we've got any more questions that pop up. And as always, guys, if you think of something after the fact, just give me a call. I'll be at the shop for a little bit yet tonight, or you can always give me a call, tomorrow. So Jason, so the question is, how do you have parts shipped to your house without your wife knowing? That I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So I don't know how you pull that off unless you can meet the truck there and get them hidden. So thanks, Matt. I appreciate you being here. This isn't about me. This is about you guys hanging out and having a good chat. Charlie, thanks to you for being here. 69 Chevelle, 70 Noja Charger, something I can restore. I don't have any 69 or 70 Chevelles or Novas or Chargers at all right now. Jason loves the show. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate you being here. And you're always hanging in there with us, Jason, with good comments. So I appreciate that. And that's the thing, guys. This isn't about me. I'm just the guy that's lucky enough to get to sit here and talk to all of you. this wouldn't be anything without you guys jumping on and commenting. 55 Dodge pickup parts half ton. I don't have any half tons. I do have a few trucks in that era that were big trucks. So if you want to give me a call on specific needs on that, I may have a few things, cab or nose type stuff on that. So, but that's what this is all about. It's about us getting together, having fun, sharing some knowledge. And we got Massachusetts on also. So we've pretty much got all the way around the country tonight, I think. But that's what this is about. It's about sharing knowledge. It's about hanging out. It's about having fun. I'm just the guy that's lucky enough to get to sit here and talk to all you guys. So, but it's a blast, and I really enjoy it. Tell your friends, have them jump on with us. We got South Carolina on too. So, it's Jason shuts his truck down to watch. Well, thanks, Jason. I appreciate that. Shuts down on the interstate to watch. So, Carlton has a suggestion for Jason on how to get away with hiding parts. You got to get her a really expensive gift card before the parts get there. So, anyway, good idea, Carlton. Maybe that'll help it out. But that's it. That's perfect. That's why we do this. It's fun, and we can all get together and have a good conversation about it. Oh, wow. We got people popping up from all over Wisconsin, Oregon. Wow. So I thought we were getting close to done here, but we've had a kind of a little rush here, Florida. But anyway, like I said, that's why it's fun. That's why it's enjoyable, and that's why I have a good time doing it. Obviously a lot of you guys keep coming back, so I hope you're enjoying it. Be sure to check out the shows as I post them, either on Facebook or on YouTube. Like I said, new episodes of Nobody's Show will be coming up 3 times this week, plus Toy Tuesday with the stuff, the memorabilia and toys that I got this weekend at the swap meet. So, we got Tim on from Canada, and he's on the Nobody Show page also. Shayla's feeding me this stuff from him. Tim's always on with us on the Nobody Show page too. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate you being here. I just wish Facebook would start feeding me the comments on the Nobody Show page. And it's not cooperating at all now, so I don't know. We may have lost the Nobody Show page. I'm not sure. So, yep. Jason says you got to buy a ring to cover that one. That might be true too. I'm not sure on that one, Jason. That's what you'll have to take care of. So, anyway, as always, guys, I so appreciate it. Chris wants to see a show on gas pumps. Yes, maybe we can squeeze that into one of the Nobody Show episodes. I've got gas pumps kind of scattered in about 3 or 4 different buildings. So let me make a note of that, Chris. Maybe I'll work gas pumps into one of the normal shows, because I know you've said something about that a couple times. So maybe we'll do Toy Tuesday with the new toys I got this weekend, and maybe we'll work gas pumps in on one of our normal episodes. Like I said, I kind of got them scattered, but we can definitely squeeze 3 or 4 of them into a show and start showing you some gas pumps, Chris. Thanks for the comment on that. Upstate New York's on too. So anyway, I guess we'll try again to wrap up. Things kind of got a little hectic there for a minute after I thought we were slowing down and I thought we were winding up, but it kind of took off on us again. So anyway, it looks like we're caught up, and we're coming up on 30 minutes anyway, which is usually about what we try to keep this at. I don't want to ramble on forever and bore you guys to death with me talking. So we'll start shooting things up. Good. Do have a good selection of Chevy 3100 parts. And there again, we're right back to where you've got to call me. 3100 Chevy covers a really, really broad spectrum of Chevy trucks. So what years and what do you need? But yes, I've got probably 100 Chevy trucks on the ground. So Teresa, give me a call after we get done, and be more than happy to get your list down and see if I've got anything that will help you out. So anyway, well, once again, thanks for being here, guys. This is a blast. I enjoy it, and I'm glad you guys do too. And apparently a lot of you do, because a lot of you keep coming back. We're staying right in that 50 to 60 people on with us every time we do this. So like I said, tell your friends, see if they want to stop by and join us next Sunday night, and join in the chat. That's why that's why we do it. We're having fun, and we're all here because we're all gearheads, and that's why we want to be here. So, and we got David on. Hi, David. And I guess we'll get ready to call it a night. I'm going to get back to work. I'm going to get the pictures posted of the parts from the swap meet this weekend. I got pictures of the Regal posted last night on the Nobody Else's Auto page if you want to check out that Regal I just picked up. And we will, let's see, Ford Escort parts. I had actually, Jason, there's one Ford Escort in the new yard. 67 GTOs. I do have some 67 GTOs, and I've got a lot of 66 and 67 Pontiac A bodies in general, depending on what you need there. So, anyway, I guess we will get rolling here. I'm going to get to work. Keep an eye out for the pictures. We'll get posted here a little bit later. And thanks a lot for being here. Check out the Nobody Show this week. And if you got any questions, give me a call. I've got the numbers on the pages. I need to add the number to the YouTube page. I've got it on both the Facebook pages. Hey, Jake, what's up? The swap meet was in Ark City, down south of Wichita this weekend. So that's where we were at Friday. So thanks a lot for being here, guys. If you've got some topics that we want to talk about, like I said, this deal is more about you guys than it is about me. So if you've got some topics, throw them up in the comments. Like I said, I don't catch all the comments because there are way too many of them. Between the two Facebook pages and the YouTube channel, there are way too many comments to keep up with everything. I do try to catch them, some of them at least, and try, and we can talk about anything you guys want to talk about, because that's why we're all here, not to listen to what I have to talk about. I try to give you some tips from my side of the fence, but we can talk about whatever you want. Bob, thanks, and we're glad you're here. I'm glad you enjoy the show, because I do too. So I guess we will go ahead and call it a night. I think I'm caught up. If I missed your comment, I apologize, because that does happen sometimes when things get fast and furious. And we will shoot for next Sunday night. We will see you live on Toy Tuesday, and get some more cool videos posted on Nobody Show. And like I said, stop back by next Sunday night. Same bat channel, same bat station, same bat time. And we'll do it again, guys. And we'll have a good time. Thanks for being here, everybody. And I appreciate you taking some time out of your night to hang out with me and all the rest of our friends that are on. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.